Okay, I'm Jerry Malloy, welcome to my Play Right Away station. Today I'm going to be looking at bottleneck, or blues, playing blues with a slide. Now first of all, slides come in different shapes and sizes. They originally were the neck of a bottle, and if you look at the neck of a beer bottle or anything, what people used to do would be to cut the neck off the bottle and put the bottle neck, as it was called, on any of these four fingers here and use it to slide across the strings. A kind of Hawaiian effect, so you get something like this. So that's a brass one. This is actually a plumber's copper pipe. I don't know what gauge it is, but that's a plumber's copper pipe. I've got a little glass tube here which I'm going to use, and the way I've tuned the guitar for this is very simple. I've just altered one string, and I'm only going to use the first three strings when I play, which is quite acceptable. I've tuned the third string as normal to a G, second string is a B, and the first string I've just gone down from an E to a D. I've taken it down 2 frets from a normal E to a D, and if you want to check that, if you play the second string, 3rd fret, and then play the first string, they should be the same. But a regular tuner would pick that up for you anyway. So that's G on the 3rd string, B on the 2nd, and E on the 1st. Now whatever you're doing with the slide, you need to be on top of the fret. Normally if you're going to play slide guitar, you need a guitar with a fairly high action. That means that the strings need to be quite a way off the neck, so that you don't get the slide rubbing on the frets. The slide needs just to be on the string, not actually rubbing on the frets, because otherwise you'll get this sort of sound. And that's not what you want. You want it to glide over the top, and it's important to make sure the slide is over the top of the fret. So if I'm on the 2nd fret here, and I can give it some vibrato, and move it either side, either way. But the note needs to be accurately pitched, so do listen very carefully to the pitching when you play, because if you don't, it'll sound out of tune. Now if you just come in on my left hand here, I'm going to do the first lick, which is from the 1st fret of the 2nd string. I'm going to slide up to the 2nd fret. I'm going to use the slide to do it in a minute, but just with fingers to start with, I'm going to slide from the 1st fret, 2nd fret, then I'm going to play the 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, and that's the riff. Once again, really slowly. So this is a fairly standard bottleneck lick, and we're going to move it around. So I'm going to try and play in this first position here. So we're going to go from there. So I'm going to play it 4 times there. Then the next thing I'm going to move up to the 7th fret and do the same lick twice. So it would be like this. So using the slide. Then back to the 2nd fret twice. 9th fret once. 7th fret, 2nd fret, and again. So here's the whole thing. So there are lots of other licks you can do with that, but the main thing is that you follow the 12-bar format. In other words, we have 4 riffs here on the 2nd fret, then we have 2 on the 7th fret, then we have another 2 on the 2nd fret, 1 on the 9th, 1 on the 7th, and 1 on the 2nd fret. And finish again maybe here. That's just gone from the 5th fret. It's important to give vibrato to these licks because they really make them sound a lot better. So this was in one specific key here, so it's always 2nd fret, 7th fret, back to the 2nd fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, and back to the 2nd fret. So that's my introduction to bottleneck playing. I'll be doing another one very soon, but this is just the first introduction to that bottleneck playing. But be very, very careful, make sure that you always listen to the notes that you're playing, make sure they're not too sharp or too flat. Okay, thanks very much for watching.